Hey, yo, you down there. No, not that. No, up here. Up here. No, up here.
You want me to help you to get better at Blastback, bro? Good. I'm gonna turn you into the single most feared unstoppable beast in Blastback. You think you're ready? You better be, because if you're not, I'm dragging you and kicking and screaming you every single step of this transformation. There's no backing out now. I'm gonna make you so good, you're gonna make trolls cry. No one will ever want to play with you again, and trust me, you'll love it. Man, that normally works. Yo, what's up, broskies? Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Today for you guys, we're gonna do finally the long-awaited Bloodstrike guide. It's gonna be an ultimate guide. We're gonna do everything from just the normal settings to aim training to movement guide. Like, yes, and I already did a movement guide, but it's gonna be an updated version of the movement guide. But yeah, I'm gonna explain you guys everything I know to make you a better player in Bloodstrike. Yeah, before we start though, this is a mobile guide, and yes, there's gonna be a lot that's still gonna be the same if someone else does the PC guide, because I'm not gonna talk about just settings. I'm also gonna talk about movement, like how can you train your aim and like make yourself a better player in general. So technically all the PC players can still watch this video, but I also recommend for settings watching my homeboy's OTI's settings guide video. He is probably arguably the best PC player to ever touch this game. No glaze. Can't believe I said that. Yo, Sleepy, while editing here, I just found out that motherfucker doesn't have a settings guide video. Hey, let's go. Movement guide video and a fucking loadout guide video has daily uploads since 4 months, but doesn't have a settings guide video. Hey man, you can't be, you know, like sometimes it is like that, bro. Just do a guide video, bro. What the fuck? Chad, we're just gonna wait till that motherfucker does the settings guide video, and then I'm just gonna update the description. Right now, I'm just gonna give you guys here's a movement guide video and there's a loadout guide video. If for some reason you guys wanted, both of them are really good. Also, the movement guide video has some things that I personally don't think are like needed, but they have some things here that I also didn't mention on this video, so definitely check out his movement guide video, really helpful. But yeah, we're just gonna have to wait till this motherfucker does the settings guide video. Don't know why he has one. But he has to do one in the next week. I'm just gonna fucking tell him. Okay, love you guys. Now I'm gonna leave you guys with the Sleepy from the past. Yeah, just check out the settings video, and I think you guys are covered on that side with the settings. So for mobile players, where do we start? And that is of course with the settings. In the settings, I need to stop fucking doing this. We're just gonna right into it. Right fire, put on hip fire, because obviously every single sane person on this earth has an extra ADS button. Left fire button is basically the same thing as right fire button. It's basically just an extra button you can use that I also, by the way, use. Why do I use it? Oh yeah, I have it on because my HUD is like a little bit scuffed on the left side, so I wanted to have a fire button also a little bit down there, that if I for some reason miss it, I'm still gonna hit a fire button and shoot. That's why I did it this way. So yeah, now you guys know. Now you know. The more you know. So ADS mode, tap and hold. I personally use tap. Most mobile players use tap in any game, so I highly recommend using tap and learning with tap. If you for some reason roller player, of course use hold, but tap is normally the way to go, because you can just tap it once, let go of, like don't need to put that finger on that shit anymore, and you can concentrate on using other buttons, especially if you're mid-fight. That just makes more sense. Auto fire off if you for some reason can't shoot, or like auto disable. I mean, it could be, some people could be disabled for some reason, like missing a finger or something, then maybe turn it on could be an optional option, but of course for everybody else, turn it off. You don't need to use auto fire. Maybe if you are insanely trash at the game, then yes. But yeah, skill keybinds, I have them on off. Auto open parachute, please turn this off and learn how to use parachute normally if you had this enabled before. Trust me, it is so much more worth, especially in fights where you're gonna be in situations where someone running from you in this one shot, and he jumps down and you jump down as well, and you could technically just shoot him mid-air, but that motherfucking auto parachute is just getting in your way, and he is maybe in that time you're auto parachuting able to just completely dip into a window, and you're gonna have a harder time finding him. And especially if it's an Emma, he's gonna sail field longer, he is gonna be running away from you. So yeah, you could have killed him, but because you have auto parachute on, that fucked you over. And technically you can do way more skill type stuff with auto parachute off, just because you can have that 1 second before you've actually fall to the ground pop off, and that is really satisfying sometimes and is really, really good in certain scenarios. So button transparency, basically, if you click on the question mark, it's going to explain it. When enabled, aiming down sights and viewing the minimap will decrease the transparency of some buttons. Technically, I don't need that, so I have it off. Technically, you can also turn it on. But yeah, as you guys can see, I have almost everything on like 20%. In the in-game, you almost don't see it at all. So yeah, you can turn it on if you have like every single button on like 100 transparency. But I mean, if you get used to your HUD, especially if you change it after this guide video, you're gonna eventually just turn the transparency down and then don't need this setting anymore. Next one is quick airdrop. Quick airdrop basically just enables a shortcut button to request a loadout, and I have it off because I never used it. I have requested 2 loadouts in my whole life since playing this game, and I don't know, most of the time you just say to someone that he should buy a loadout because you're in a VC together. But yeah, I can see that button being useful if you don't like have a way to communicate verbally with someone to like buy a loadout. So yeah, use it. If you play a lot with people that you can't talk to, then use it. But most of the times you just don't need it. And to be honest, going to manage a requested loadout is just, I mean, it doesn't take that much longer, bro. So yeah, if you wanna go insane style on that and you need it, for example, if you don't have a VC with that person you're playing with right now, then use it. Weapon custom fire. You can use it. I personally don't. Normally, also nobody else needs to use this. Maybe if there's someday gonna be a game-breaking gun where this setting can be useful with, maybe, but I don't know. Turn it off for now. It's gonna fuck you over, then like actually be useful. I mean, if you have some other, like if you had this on like another game like called mobile, then like specific on sniper or something, then do it. But just on my personal experience, just don't use it. Like, never touch this. Next one, now we're gonna go to aim assist. Aim assist expert. I mean, after you're legendary, you're automatically just gonna get expert aim assist, even if you have beginner still selected. Yeah, I personally think beginner aim assist should get removed from the game, because even if like it's a little bit too OP when you play against masters sometimes, and these like shitters just completely aimbot you. But yeah, expert aim assist also maybe a little bit questionable in terms of strength sometimes. Maybe lower it a little bit, but yeah, that's a completely different topic. I'm talking about what setting you guys should use. And yeah, obviously expert aim assist, because it's the only aim assist you can use. ADS rotation camera off. Left hand fire rotation camera off, right, and like basically all the camera settings off. Reload interrupts ADS, definitely put that on. That's highly useful, and you also just gonna like that more, especially if you snipe. If you're a sniper player, Kar 98 player like me, it's just gonna be helpful, and you don't need to tap every single time the ADS, especially used to tap setting. It's gonna help you a lot. Lastly, we have shotgun firing mode. I have it on single shot. You could technically turn this on if you're used to it in other games where you just press the button down and the shotgun just automatically shoots for you. And yeah, it's pretty kind of useless right now, because the MP is pretty dog shit, and the Aldrin, like, even if you don't have that setting on, like if you don't have it on hold to burst, it still does the hold to burst thing if you just hold down the shooting button. So it's pretty useless. Just put it on single shot. Now we're gonna go to gameplay settings. Joystick outrun should be on, auto sprint should be on, and crouch mode should be on tap. Hold is kind of ass on mobile, especially on mobile. It's gonna just fuck you over. Running interrupts, crouching should be definitely on, especially if you like everybody travels around the map with like sliding and then jumping, slide jump. Basically, just that's how we travel in Bloodstrike. So definitely make sure that is on, because it's just gonna fuck you over if you want to try to do that. Then sprinting interrupts inspection. I have them off. Sprinting interrupts reloading, I have that off. And sprinting interrupts using medical items, I have it on off. If you have, for example, medical items like sprinting interrupts medical items on, that just can fuck you over sometimes if you're like outside of zone, you're healing and you want to go in zone, especially then. And also if you have auto sprint on, it's just gonna fuck you over. So yeah, definitely make sure to have all these 3 settings on off. Auto open doors, I have it currently on. But the only reason I have it on is because we don't have doors in Bloodstrike. Especially Rebirth Island doesn't have doors at all. And maybe in Desert Valley, if you play it, then yeah. But like, when do you even need to like block doors in this game? It's not like Apex Legends or something. So yeah, I have it on currently. But yeah, maybe if there's a new map, I mean, we're getting a new map in 2 months, so hopefully there's gonna be more usage of doors, and maybe door blocking is gonna be a thing in this game. But currently I have it on. Technically you could turn it off. I mean, there are no doors, so it's kind of useless currently. Auto jump over, definitely make sure you have that off. Holy shit, that is one of annoying of a setting if you don't have that on, trust me. Tap jump in jumping mode to use zipline, definitely turn it on, but I still recommend having a perfect spot for your zipline button. I mean, we're gonna go into hard settings in a second and explain why you also need to have a separate zipline button. But yeah, definitely recommend having tap jump to jump on ziplines. Pretty useful, especially with all the ziplines around Bloodstrike. Rotate the camera with jump button, rotate the camera with crouch button, and like we had earlier, if you have rotate on any setting, just turn it off completely. Then we have automatically switch to third person while parachuting. I have that off because it just fucks you over if you want to traverse through the map. Like if you, I don't know, if you're on top of prison, you want to go down to estates, it just kind of fucks you over. So yeah, definitely turn it off. That's what I can recommend. If you're if some reason like that more, like you have the third person view by parachuting, then go for it, but that's definitely not ideal. Battle info, here we're gonna have almost everything the same. Mini map is gonna probably be on 100. Recommend putting it as low as possible, and that is 20 for example. And yeah, as you guys can see on the screen, if you put it on 20, you're gonna see more of the map. That's what we all do. Minimap rotation fix, I think you should be everything the same. Rotate, by the way, you can definitely put it on rotate minimap rotation if you want to. I have it on fix because I'm used to it. Hit feedback, probably all the same, right? I think this is all the default settings. Then items, display maps recommendation, display loadout recommendations should be on. Pretty useful sometimes. Consecutive use of mats, 100% turn it on, especially if you need to use bandits. And you just have to use them in a row. Like every single time clicking the button is just gonna fuck you over and you're gonna lose time. Then we have switch between medical items. Basically what it does is enable this to switch to another medical item by tapping the button. I have that off because I always just open up the drop down menu to select what medical item I want if I don't have that medical item in the menu. So yeah, but you can turn it on technically if you are already used to it, but I recommend turning it off because most of the times you need something specific, like, I don't know, something specific you want to heal with, so you just go in the drop down menu that way. So yeah, quick throw, I have that off. Now we're gonna go to the pickup sections. Close pickup list. When hit is important to turn off. That's gonna save your life, I swear to god. Enable share loadout drop, turn it on. Basically what it does is if someone clicks if you click on your loadout, it's gonna open up your loadout sections obviously, but on the top you can go to an arrow on the right and left and select a different player in your fire team and basically select their loadouts that they are using, or basically their loadouts list. Really W to use sometimes if you don't have a specific loadout or anything. Now we go to auto pickup. Auto pickup should be on. Auto pickup interval should be short. Auto pickup evo energy should be on, and auto pick ammo for unequipped weapons can be off and on. And in Bloodstrike it technically doesn't matter. Of course it's gonna be an early game, especially if you're in a tournament with like only pro players. Then you should have it on. Because ammo is going to be scarce and you're not going to be able to sometimes go to the shop. But like normally in ranked situations, you just go to shop and then just on the bottom right, use 1,500 points, 1,500 money, and just spend it to get ammo, and then you have full ammo on every single weapon type. So technically it doesn't matter. Like I, for example, had this on off, and yeah, I never have an ammo issue. Like only maybe if I drop, like the first time I drop. So yeah, it's just turn it on, I guess, turn it off. It doesn't matter. You're never gonna notice it that you have this on or off. I guess turn it on. Now we have auto pickup mats. Auto pickup mats, for example, as you guys can see, I have medkit off. If you play anything else than Emma, then turn it on. But me personally, I main Emma and always play Emma, so I never need this. And to be honest, even if when I played Nova, I didn't need the medkits. But yeah, obviously, if you play Nova or anything else than Emma, you should have the medkits on. I have it off because I just don't need it. Obviously, the best healing item in the game is gonna be the inhaler. Inhaler, so fucking good. And for me personally, like for example, what I do is always go to a shop and just buy inhalers full, like they have full inhalers, like 4 inhalers in my inventory, and then I never need anything else. But yeah, these two I have selected. Auto pickup grenade, I have everything selected besides smoke grenade. I mean, flash grenade is like not an option anyways in Bloodstrike Battle Royale, so yeah, it's just, I don't know why that shit is even there. But yeah, I have smoke grenades out of the auto pickup grenade because obviously I play ranked. I'm a rank grinder. If you play comp though, if you play tournament, any kind of tournament, smoke grenades are so useful, so like most of the time, so turn it on. But for us rank grinders, we don't need that. Smoke grenades are going to be pretty useless. Now we're going to go to control settings, and starting off, we're going to start with HUD. Obviously, like the HUD is really specific to every single player, like in always not like it's never gonna be the same. And I also don't recommend to just like copy my HUD right here, because obviously I'm an iPad player that plays on 8 fingers, so I don't think many people do that. So yeah, what I'm gonna tell you now is just important to have where. I'm not gonna like say a specific point where to have where. I'm just gonna tell you like what should be on what side. And also I'm gonna explain some other shit you definitely need to have on. So fire button should be on the left side. Why on the left side? This game is really only tracking. There is no gun besides maybe the car, and maybe not even the shotgun one-shots you. Like only the car, and basically all the snipers one-shot you. So this game is all about tracking. The time to kill is really low. Like it takes a lot of time to kill somebody, so tracking is the most important part in this game. So obviously if you have the fire button on the right side and you play with your thumb, you're not gonna be able to go all the way to the left side, right side. If you have a slower sense, even if you have if you have a high sense, it's like that fire button is gonna fuck you up, because you need to press that somehow still, while also like aiming with your thumb to a person. Even if you have if you use the pointing finger to aim, it doesn't matter, it's still gonna fuck you over, because sometimes you need to just do a 360, sometimes you need to do 180, sometimes you need to go from your all the way to the right side to all the way to the left side while tracking the person sliding next to you. It's so important to have the fire button on the left side. Trust me, it's gonna help you a lot with tracking and almost everything else. And trust me, I have seen so many times a person try to do insane movement on me, but not hitting a single shot because they had this issue of not being able to track me while sliding, while slide jumping, while doing all this crazy shit and shoot me. So yeah, at the end, just put the fire button on the left side. Trust me, it's gonna help you a lot. Of course, if you're left-handed, put it on the right side, but I mean, that should be self-explanational. What else is important to change? That is the joystick. Joystick should be on the lowest size possible. I have it on 3. I have it on 3%. Yeah, 3%. What else you need to do is put the sprint. You can change the way it is. The sprint should be all the way down, that you can't put it down anymore. Right, like that. The auto sprint should be so high that you don't hit it anymore accidentally, okay? Like it should be, you need to always go up, like to be doing auto sprint, okay? Like you need to do a whole swish to activate the auto sprint. I hope that makes sense, but it should be definitely like almost like that. If you play on iPad, this is the height. Obviously on phone it should be something like this, I guess, with the screen size. But yeah, I have it all the way up here that I don't accidentally hit it. Yeah, that's the only thing I need to tell you guys. Everything else you see button wise is on your own accord. I recommend just doing every single button the way you want it, the way it feels comfortable, because obviously our hands are all different. So yeah, there's nothing else I need to tell you to 100% do HUD-wise. Okay, now we're gonna go out. Controls I have on all the way left move, right fire fixed, like they're all fixed. Vehicle, I mean, I mean, it's just vehicle controls. Everybody should be else. I think I have the default settings. Yeah, I should be. I think I have the default settings. No, I definitely have the default settings. I never changed those. No, I think I changed where it was a little bit. I'm not even sure if I changed it. Yeah, auto return camera position in the driver's pilot seat. Auto return camera position into the passenger seat. I have them all on off. Controller settings, obviously, I'm not gonna do a controller guide right now. So yeah, I think I did the Apex Legends mobile settings. I think the button layout is the same I had in Apex Legends mobile. I don't know. But yeah, if you play role, I guess you can try this out. But I think it's so unique. Like my controller settings are so unique. Like I think nobody is gonna be able to play on that. Now we're gonna go to sensitivity. Sensitivity is unique to every single one of you. Everybody's gonna have a different sensitivity value, and that is of course normal because everybody's different. Sensitivity switching, I have it on switch on ADS. If you like to have it switch after ADS or switch gradually on ADS, do whatever you like. If you guys played a lot of mobile games already and have a different setting, then do that setting. That is obviously good for you. Then sensitivity acceleration mode. So acceleration, I use fixed speed, but if I play on phone, I use acceleration because I think on phone it is really useful. For example, when I played Valorant mobile, I used acceleration. If I played COD mobile on phone, I used acceleration. For me personally, on phone it's really useful and good, but obviously I play on iPad, so I use fixed speed. Fixed speed is just on a long run good for trackings like snapping and all that kind of stuff, and it just goes faster into your brain in terms of muscle memory. So yeah, that's why I use fixed speed. So yeah, as you guys can see, all these settings are really just preference. So for example, I don't want to encourage you to use fixed speed if you like acceleration, etc. Like it doesn't matter. Like all these settings are good individually. In turn, it comes down to the player. So sensitivity, as you guys see, I already told you I don't want you to copy the sensitivity because obviously it's completely different. Same with gyro. I don't use gyro. As you guys can see, I have it on the lowest settings. I have it on, but I have it on the lowest settings. And controller of obviously the same. But yeah, sleepy. How do I now train my sensitivity? Obviously, you can just hop in firing range and then just train snapping. Go on this train, go on the body. If you slide jump around the player, around the body, like practice the tracking, especially the tracking. But the number one thing I want you guys to do to practice your aim is hot zone. Hot zone is the go-to practice. You can just do brain that shit in there and just do some random wacky shit to just see what sensitivity is the best for you, especially because you have players sometimes that are real, sometimes, most of the times it's just bots. But it's gonna just help you with checking people that are actually running around, actually slide jumping and do all shit. I mean, if they slide jumping and they're actually real players, that would be nice. But yeah, hot zone, my go-to for practicing sensitivity, finding out my sensitivity, and yeah, basically what you go in there. When you go in there, you just have like a default sensitivity and you see, okay, I'm looking around normal ADS. I'm trying to check a person, but I can't. So meaning I need to lower it or higher it. That's the way you slowly build your own sensitivity. And if you think all the scope sensors, all the normal sensitivity is perfect for you after you have done hours on hot zone, then it's time to just play normal rank to play anything else. But yeah, that's the way I recommend going on to build up your own sensitivity settings. And yeah, there's nothing more else said. It's just the best way, especially because you don't need like a other person to 1v1 the whole time. Hot zone is right there, and I also think hot zone in terms of anything is just the best mode to practice anything on, whatever it's movement or sensitivity. When we talk about movement, what else is there movement-wise? And that is the snap. I mean, do we say snap? I actually don't know how we call it in Bloodsphere. I mean, it's just pro sliding or snap sliding. Basically, all you need to do. That's why we, by the way, was important to have that movement stick as small as possible. All you need to do is, run and then slide instantly. And while you're sliding, you snap to the left, because in this game, you slide in that direction you look. Meaning, if I want to snap slide to the right, I basically flick to the right and then press the slide button. That's all you need to do. all you need to do. But yeah, it's basically practice to learn this. Just practice a little bit, you're gonna get used to it, and then you can just implement it into your gameplay. And like I already said, just practice as a hot zone burst. Hot zone, the best practice, and just try to learn it slowly. So settings wise, we are almost at the end. We're gonna go to graphics now. It's gonna be, for some mobile players, they're gonna see something now it's gonna be never, like they can never do, and that is like maxing out all the settings. I just noticed I didn't have it on graphics settings on Ultra. But yeah, I have the newest iPad, M4, everything, so I have all settings on max and have 120 consistent. But obviously pro settings are gonna be different. Like if you want to maximize your FPS, it's gonna be different, and that's gonna be having FPS on the highest, obviously. Resolution, we're gonna actually skip on resolution real quick. Graphics settings on low, and first person FV 120. And now we're gonna go to resolution. Resolution for me personally should be as high as you can. Like, let's say you have ultra, you have FPS drops, go to high. If you have FPS still, then go to standard. Like, put it to, like, till you don't have FPS drops anymore, okay? Because resolution is really important sometimes for these long range shots. Like, if you want to, like, they're just too pixelated if you have it lower and lower. So, yeah. If you can make it higher, do it higher. But if you can't, then obviously make it as low as possible. But, yeah, field of view. Field of view is a really important setting. It gets shadowed on a lot because people just don't know what it does, and basically it changes the way your ADS works. So example, I have it on independent. Independent looks like this, and now if I change, I'm supposed to define it, independent, it's different. It zooms way more into the scope. So now we're gonna go to something that is really bad to say, and that is everybody should use independent. Independent is definitely way better than associated, because every pro that I know mobile player wise uses independent, or most of them. And yeah, for example, my boy Magistra is really fucking good and uses independent. Like, most of the people use independent. So yeah, probably guys asking now, Sleepy, why do you use associated? I just got used to it. I have never switched to independent, and if I switch now to independent, I'm gonna be washed as hell. I'm just used to, on every single scope, to associated. And yes, if you switch between those, you need to adjust your sensitivity, because your sensitivity obviously changes completely, because all your FOVs in between the scopes gets changed. So yeah, 100% important to switch to independent, and then build up your sensitivity, build on that, and then you're gonna be good. But yeah, main reason I want you guys to play independent is obviously every single pro player uses it, but I wouldn't say it gives you, but it feels it gives you more aim assist. And I also feel like it's just way easier to hit a person, especially if you jump off something or like anything else. When I tried to learn it, for example, I had a lot easier time 1v1ing a person. Like in 1v1s, it does a lot of, like, a huge difference. But me personally, I will never be able to switch it. Maybe one day I'm gonna, like, overcome my fear of being washed for like a week. But right now I use associated. But I definitely recommend everybody getting used to independent. It's just a skill issue, probably, from my side. It's probably just a skill issue. Disable weapon customization. I have nothing selected, because obviously when I have every single thing showing up on screen. Filter. Everybody uses Vivid. I know no one that doesn't. Vivid just looks the best, obviously, because the saturation goes up hella. Maybe Candid, if people like Candid more, because it's like a more of a cold feeling. But obviously you want to have the better looks, you just go for saturation. Looks definitely better for me. Detailed animations should be on. Obviously you want to have all that juicy animations from all the skins you bought, especially if you spent 1.8k. So yeah, audio settings, I have everything on, obviously, to max, besides music, because I like have background music on the stream all the time, so I never use it. But yeah, we are on the end. Language, voice. By the way, people, like, if you want to be a pro, use the Japanese voices, I guess, the Chinese voices. Like, I mean, it's probably just a mobile thing, because on Apex Mobile we like to use the Japanese voices, because I don't know, we thought we were cool. But yeah, like just do whatever you think. But I really enjoy the Chinese voices. Next thing we're gonna go over, and probably also pretty quick, is gonna be the best strikers in the game and the best weapons in the game. First up, we're gonna start with strikers. Best top 3 strikers right now undoubtedly are Emma, Zero, and Nova. There is no order. They just all 3 have the most pick rate and are the best in game currently. Just have the best skill set and overall, and all 3 have different playstyles. Emma, for example, self-healing, Beal drone. Everybody knows I love Emma, bro. Like, for me, she has the best skill set. For me, she's the favorite to use. I just love to 1v4 with her, because I just have that Beal drone in my ass the whole time and just continuously heal over time. I just love her. She's also really newbie. That's why I also encourage you to play her. She's my main. Yeah, but yeah, she's really simple to use, and like, yeah, I like her. I said my number one fan. You know. Yeah, we're just gonna go over the next one. That is Zero. Zero is probably the most skill one to use. Shout out to my boy One Tapped You. I know it's his favorite striker in the game. Basically, he has like a shadow strike, where you basically just teleport to a certain position where you look, and I mean, you don't teleport, you do like a fast strike and you go fast to that position, and you can also go up in the air and shit. It's basically like the best way to just flee from like a 1v4 scenario, like any scenario. It's basically just like a get out of jail free card. So yeah, that's why everybody uses him. And then Nova, really defensive style. Like, I swear to God, if I play Emma and then someone picks Emma, when I play Nova, it's like a switch is being hit, and I play completely different. Like, she is really defensive. She's like this, like, people that are smart play her. That's how I feel like it. Like, she's really calculative, like, with the plays you need to do with her in terms of like when do I place that grenade. And yeah, she's really useful, and almost every single time someone in your team plays her, just because of her gas grenade. And please, it needs a nerf. Holy shit, does that shit so much damage. And at least I think that should be a fix in the future. As soon as she dies, if she gets knocked and gets completely finished, the gas grenade should disappear. They should not still be active. Notable mentions are definitely Ethan, Volt, and Nacho. Nacho is probably the most annoying character in the game, period. His wall blinds you to, like, bro, I swear to God, if I go into a wall or get blinded by a wall, I can literally go eat. I can make food, bro. I can come back in 20 minutes and I'm still blinded. That shit is so stupidly OP for no reason. And thank God no one plays him in ranked. But ungodly, he is ungodly played in comp. Like, holy shit, every single character, like every single pro team has him, because he's so annoying and good for rotation and good to cut off like enemy teams. And yeah, thank God no one plays him ranked. And I also think that in ranked he's kind of useless, because I mean, he is useful, but like other characters just have a better skill set. Even is notable mention as well, because of his shield. Most standard, like, he's like the default character of all characters. Like, he's not insane, but he's also not bad. So yeah. And Volt, also notable mention, is really good in comp, because you can just temporarily disable all abilities from other characters with that pulse. So definitely really good. But yeah, in ranked you just never need that, you know? You never need it. But yeah, that's all notable mentions. Technically, also Kraken is okay, because you can blind enemies, but I don't know. They need to like buff him a little bit to make him useful. But besides that, every other character is pretty ass. Don't want to mention kinda, bro. Nobody played that hero striker anymore as soon as she came out. Now we're gonna go to the weapons, best weapons in the game. Pretty short. Vector, best SMG. Car, best sniper. Car is also my favorite mid to long range gun. Like, I always run around playing Vector and Car 98. Car 98. Favorite gun in the game, best gun in the game, technically, with the stats it has and the damage it does. If you hit with it, of course, it's a skill weapon, but holy shit, that gun is good. If I wouldn't use Car, I would use the Scar. Currently, Scar got buffed 2 times in a row. It's really fucking good right now, and probably what I would recommend to a new player. And yeah, besides that, Origin got nerfed multiple times in a row. Thank God nobody plays it anymore. But Origin, if like bro, if someone is in your face, you still die because of the Origin. It just 1 taps, 2 taps you. But I mean, it's a shotgun. That's probably what it's supposed to do. P90 got nerfed. Uzi is probably the second best SMG, and I sometimes also prefer it because just the mag size and like I personally think it's easier to 1v4. Like if you have multiple like insane many people in a row for some reason, then it's probably better than a Vector. But Vector sure amount of damage and like bro the bullet rate is crazy, man. You just go with that gun, bro. It's actually hilarious. And how fast you kill a person, I don't know, man. I don't know what they think about buffing the gun. But yeah, that's just it. I would do Scar. I would say Scar, Vector, and K. Best guns in the game right now. And honestly, a notable mention is the Uzi and the AK. AK also pretty good, second best assault rifle. And yeah, R97. I can't talk about this gun. I don't know if I'm gonna do a future video on this gun. It used to be the best gun in the game. Then it got nerfed, sadly. It was my favorite gun in the game. But there is something right now in the game that makes it still the best gun in the game. But I don't want to reveal it. I also don't use it because I know this is a thing, and thank God nobody has caught on to this. Only like really like pro players know how like the R97 can be the best gun in the game. But I already sent something to the devs, and hopefully they fix it, and then I can talk about it in a future video why this is currently technically the best gun in the game. But yeah, I'm not gonna talk about it in this video because it is just, yeah, not normally a way how the game was intended. But yeah, that's basically it with all the weapons. I don't want to mention any more weapons because I think these are just the best. Besides that, I don't have anything to say. The current guns, I mean, you can't go wrong with any gun currently. Of course, there's some guns such as ass, but like currently all the guns are in a pretty similar place. For example, MP5 is also good, ENP9 is also good, like pretty similar to, it's just like these are just the best. That's it. Oh, and I forgot to say something. Obviously, when you build your loadouts, always have the Glocky Glock with the Akimbo Glock attachment. Obviously, like nothing more said. If you just pop a loadout out, like if you just pop a loadout after you died and you need a secondary, it's the best. It's the best secondary in the game. Like nothing comes close to that Kimbo. Like sometimes the pistols are even better than some normal guns. Not even gonna lie. Like that shit melts people fast if you hit with it. But like mid range, like the way the bullets go is just so random that it's kind of ass. But yeah, if the hipfire bullets hit, bro, that shit is good. Definitely the best secondary gun in the game. So next thing I'm going to teach you guys is map knowledge. Map knowledge is basically stuff around the map that just helps you win in scenarios or like run away from people. So yeah, you guys know what I mean. So basically like small little secrets that more like shitty players just don't know about. Sorry if I offended you. So yeah, basically first thing up is the most common one and like the most known one is these ledges around the map. Basically what I mean by this is this right here. You can stand on it. You can also walk around on it. And you can hit the zipline with it. So yeah, basically it's gonna help you a lot in many different scenarios. What I also like to do, by the way, on this particular building, like instead of just going up and then going inside here, I also like to just go here into this window, like through this window, and that ledge obviously is gonna help you. Yeah, this is like one of the first things. This ledge is also over there, like out of these windows you can go and stay on there on the other side as well. So yeah, this is like one of the more common known things you can do. By the way, what I also explained in my movement guide was how you use your map to advantage. I said it by the way just a second ago, but for example, I have a guy right here and I'm right here. Instead of like doing this, like sliding around, I'm gonna obviously climb up here, have him instantly inside. He's gonna be confused because he didn't like think I'm gonna be here. Obviously, I would just not climb up here and then just like look at him and shoot like while I'm standing up here. I would do a slide like jump and then just completely destroy him while he is completely at a loss because he didn't think I'm gonna be coming from that direction or from up there. So yeah, basic stuff like this. What I also explain in my movement guide is how to traverse through the map, and that is basically learning how you can, like, for example, do this, like perfect turns on ledges and shit, because oh my god, bro, this game has slippery ledges. Like, you like accidentally fall off everything in this game. It's really hard. So that's why I like to just traverse through the map like this way, because sometimes, but obviously you're gonna think, yeah, we're sleepy whenever you need it. Sometimes it's actually pretty useful that you know what to do. So example, I'm gonna go up here, down here, go up. Like, it's just basically training you to know, okay, I need to exactly be in this position to not fall off the ledges. But yeah, it's just like a minor detail that I like to do, like basically like jumping from that one to the another. Like, it's just like just do goofy shit like this, and trust me, like when like eventually there's gonna be a situation where it was useful that you practice it a little bit. I mean, obviously if it's stupid to do it, then don't do it, but sometimes, really sometimes, it's really useful that you train in it, that you don't accidentally fall off shit. By the way, while I'm doing this video, I'm getting FPS drops. I have the newest iPad. What the fuck is happening? Bloodstrike, please fix your game, please. So what else is there? There's a small tiny thing that I want to mention, because people just for some reason don't do it anymore, and it has something to do with the speed of the climbing of ladders. Like the climbing ladders is like way faster now, and holy shit, thank you that you did this. Like, it's probably one of the best, or like I don't want to say only, but the best thing they have probably done is increase the speed of climbing ladders. It's so fucking good, because people don't roof camp anymore. But yeah, I'm still gonna explain this because it's still useful. For example, in these towers, obviously you need to go up here, but as you can see, it still takes a little bit too long to go up this ladder, and people just gonna camp you from up there and still gonna kill you. So what I like to do is call it balloon fountain, and basically just do this, halo, and then just kill him, because obviously you instantly update. It's gonna be surprised he went up. By the way, balloon fountain, probably the most OP'est item in the game, the most useful one. Obviously you can just get shut down pretty quickly if you have skilled people in the enemy team. But yeah, mostly it is useful in end zone situations, like where there's a bunch of stuff going on and you need to rotate, and just buy your balloon and then just rotate. It's what I like to do sometimes, because it just gets me out of messy situations, and also it's just a way to rotate earlier. And yeah, just use it. By the way, don't use it when you're in zone. If you're in zone, that shit just gets instantly destroyed, and you just wasted 5k, and you also probably killed yourself because you can't go into zone fast enough, because you don't have healing. So yeah, definitely don't use it ever when you in zone, because if you use it in zone, it's just gonna instantly get destroyed before it's even there. So I'm gonna have to go in zone real quick, because I forgot to explain something. On this tower, you can go up here. Like, you can just jump it and go up here and then go over to prison. This is something that I got to explain. But yeah, really useful, because it's like one of the best ways to go up on prison, especially from that side. Something else I'm also gonna explain real quick, I hope I don't die by the time I arrive there, is this building. This building has just only one way to go on the roof, and that is a zip line. But that is not true. It's pretty hard to perform, but you can go up here, go a little bit to the side, and then jump, and then you're gonna also climb up. Okay, I'm gonna die. Fuck. But yeah, this is on all those buildings. You can do that, and I'm done. Nice, GG's. So yeah, broskies, that was it with the Ultimate Bloodstrike Guide video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, broski. Also, I want to mention, don't forget to click on the button description to join our Clarity Discord. It's a W community. We're also almost hitting 2k members, and also if you just want to be able to maybe join the clan, or like maybe get coaching from me, or like maybe coaching from OTI, or maybe from other pro players. By the way, gonna definitely do coaching. I definitely want to do a coaching video, or multiple coaching videos on my YouTube channel. So definitely feel free to join that Discord to hang out with us and just chill with us. W community, by the way. And yeah, broskies, again, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, broskies. Love every single one of you, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Peace.